Okay, first we do camera locations. Oh, Rob with the raid. Thank you, buddy. I hope you had a good time building a void race. Okay, was it rough? Oh, tragic. Okay, camera location is set, so we're just gonna put 3x. It's okay, Rob, you're on ping. That's my copium for everything. It says Zergs? Oh, yeah, no, that's tragic. Already too much APM for a diamond player? Factual. Let me use my mouse some more. Okay. I'll use my mouse instead. Okay. Oh. Probe. Oh, I took my gas. Interesting. Go ahead and send a scout across the map. We go marine first. Orbital. Down here. I think he just took my gas to mess with me. I actually don't think he's gonna do anything. So we're betting on this, okay? Yeah, so he's just taking a base. Okay, whatever, he's playing normal. Okay, he let it finish. So I should go 3 racks before bunker. So 1, 2. Just brain dead stuff. Yeah, I feel like it makes a lot of sense when people freak out about this stuff. They're like trying to kill the pylon right away and the gas, you know? Best thing you can do is not freak out, boys. Notice I was just like, okay, let me scout first before I do anything. Okay. Put these here. How old is Stella? Stella is 9. She's an old pup. Yeah, and then because he took the gas in the main for this build, we'll just take the one in our natural. Oh, I'll kill this pylon. I forgot. So we start stim, combat, some marines. I'll take this gas now. I usually take the gas when I start stim in combat. You can fight this, yeah. Because we went 3 racks, we have a lot of marines. Okay. Here you don't wanna kill it yet. Until the shade finishes. Or they cancel it, and then now you can plug the wall. Some adepts. I mean some depots, what the fuck. And then I'll build an engineering bay now. Wow, I feel like I'm doing a really good job of playing slow as fuck. Okay, more adepts, more marines. Same thing here. If it helps, you can hotkey it as well. You just hotkey it. Or control group it, rather. And I start +1 first, and then I'll start a factory. And when I start +1, I'll take a 3rd gas. And then, now that our upgrades are finishing, we can take this. And go across. Start my factory. So I'm gonna go across the map. Transfer these. Okay, move this here. And then since we're not F2ing, I'm not worried about the adepts going into my base because I already have army there. Yeah, nice. And yeah, just keep building depots here. I'm supply blocked. Okay, so he doesn't have this third. It's possible he just didn't take a third. So you kind of want to check that first. Okay, so no third. Really don't need to commit here. If you want to, you can just send a single marine. So he's just playing stalkers and yeah. You just back away. And then if you want to go the extra step, you can leave a marine there and see if he takes that. And then just go home. And keep building depots. We'll start our third base. And we have all the units left over, which is fantastic. Marauders, Marines. More units here. And I'll go Widow Mines. He's probably going to build Colossus, but I'll just go ahead and do Widow Mines. I just said Colossus because he's got a lot of stalkers. So in my opinion, that makes the most sense. But we'll just say that we didn't know. Okay. Yeah, just keep building stuff. I wonder how low my APM will be. Colossus. Usually. Plus like the 4th gas, so we can see. Yeah, 4 gases and a Colossus. It makes more sense for them, if they're going to be on 2 bases for a while, it makes more sense for them to be going into Colossus. Kind of hard to... Is this EU server? No, I'm on NA. So I'm already in GM, but that's okay. Diamond is NAGM. Okay, just kill the observer. Okay, and I just take this. Go. And then after 4 medevacs, I'll just start building Vikings. Yeah, it could have not been Colossus, but in my experience, a good amount of the times it is. I just keep building mines. We've got a lot of stuff there. I don't really want to take that fight, so I'll just leave. And then here, if he's chasing you, you can like kind of spread out a little bit in case he does end up committing, but it doesn't seem like he will. Hi YouTube. Why do Europeans dislike NA builds? I don't know. They have a... What is it? I forgot how to say what it's called. There's like a phrase for it. They just think very highly of themselves. If he commit for that fight, you'll take it. Yeah, I don't... Superiority complex. There you go. Thank you, Yuri. Yeah, I'll take it because if not, I'll bleed a lot of units with the... Like, as the Blink Stalkers are chasing me down. Plus, this was an open area, so... It's actually a bit ideal for me. And then now what I want to do is see if he adds anything else. Oh, okay, there you go. So I was going to say any other splash damage, which would be, now in this case... Templar Archives. His army is actually pretty bad. So I'm nearly maxed out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a push before he gets Storm. And then you can kind of take a 4th behind this. What unit make the Storm for the Protoss? High Templar. It's got a purple thing underneath it, not to be confused with the Sentry. So I just micro the Marines back, and then just F2. And you just have more than him, so he just dies, and he has no upgrades. And we know the Templar Archives just built because we scanned it, So here what I would do is I would try to kill that first. And just keep building stuff as the units fight. I literally did not micro. I had 150 APM, so good stuff. Wait, why did he just find me on the map, by the way? Oh, okay, yeah, someone's an observer. So you can see like the supply difference. This is just because. So he just thought it was time to attack. So there's actually a very good explanation for this. Basically, because he was so 2-base centered defending the 3 racks, his third base is later. So in that moment, it looked like his army was big, which it was. But because my economy was better in the long run, I was just able to produce more stuff. And you can see I even got supply blocked a few times. I have supply blocked now even. But it's just like, you just want to wait. Like, you just want to wait. I could have tried to fight here, but why am I going to do that, right? Like, if you really think about it, my third base is faster than his. Okay, I could probably just wait until I have Vikings. And it's not like he's going to have 5 bases all of a sudden. So, like, the only other thing I would look out for is, like, if they're going to go Storm, which we did, right? Like, I scanned and I was like, oh, I want to see if he builds High Templar now or Disruptors. And then he built a Templar Archives. We scanned it. So, if I didn't see that, I would have been maybe a little bit more careful because I would have wanted to see it here maybe or here. But those are, like, the kind of things you look out for. Another thing I should have done that I didn't do was click on the unit to see what his upgrades were. Because he also has 0-0 and I have 1-1, so that's another thing to consider. If the army looks really big to you, and you feel like it's too big, you could always click on the upgrade. Sometimes they'll cut an upgrade or not. Yeah, like for example, he doesn't even have a forage, so he's just spending all his money on building army. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, baby? So after you see Temple Archive, you get Ghost Academy, right? Yeah. How did I decide to move out again? So I decided to move out because how am I handicapping myself? I have 150 APM and I played mouse only for the first 10 seconds. Oh, and I don't micro. I just a move. And it doesn't matter. I still get supply a lot longer than the diamond players. Okay, so I moved out. I moved out because I saw that he had just built the Templar Archives. If you put this on YouTube, by the way, I think it would be nice to put chat on screen. You guys, it's there, right? I'll make it bigger, actually. That's a good point. But yeah, so okay, back to my point though. I decided to move out because I saw that he had just built the Templar Archive, so he wouldn't have had Storm, and I already had Vikings now, so I wanted to attack. If for whatever reason, like, I would have attacked and I would have seen the High Templar firsthand before I attacked, I would have waited for Ghost. So like, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if I didn't scout the Templar Archives, and then when I attacked, I saw the Templar themselves, I would have just assumed he had Storm, and I would have waited for Ghost to then fight once I have Ghost again. So you could either do before or after. After, I guess, would probably be safer, but I just saw a lot of stuff. What would your push have been if you camped with the battery? If he was camping with the battery, I would have just I would have pulled back and I would have circled to see if he took a fourth, or if he was trying to take a fourth. And if he wasn't, then you can kind of like poke and prod. I would still like take my fourth and like maybe start going into Liberators so that I can push into him with Liberators if he really won't leave his base. But I might try to see if I can like go into his natural first, or like maybe there's like a point in his defense where he doesn't have anything. Mark's Reapers are more iconic. Hello. By the way, check out my YouTube and my Discord if Nightbot will work. Thank you. Okay, boys, we're gonna go back to the next game. Is that normal? Oh yeah, the game is gonna even out. Like, I don't know. It does that. Like, you'll play against higher people, and it's just trying to find your MMR range. And so you'll see you might lose a lot of MMR after each game, and it seems a bit unusual, and that's why. You got matched on, I don't know, when you were 4K. It happens too. Sometimes the game is like not as active. Sometimes really early in the morning or really late at night. This is the two scenarios where that it's pretty normal. But yeah, all this stuff gets uploaded to YouTube, by the way, guys. So. Oh, you thermal with a YouTube video drop. Boggers. There, we got our next game. We got Nisco, we got another Protoss. So 3 racks again. Boosting others or mine? This is my account. You can see it was in GM before, but I didn't play on it for a long time, so it became inactive and my MMR got reset. So I'm trying to boost it. I'm trying to boost it back into GM so I can use it for actual like streaming and gaming purposes or YouTube. But I need to get out of this MMR hellhole, so I'm turning it into content. Justifying my smurfing. Okay. Oh, camera locations, right? Try to use those, please. Very important. Okay, barracks. My gas is late. My gas is like 5 seconds late. It's okay. And you can scout at 17 if you want. I'll wait till 18. He's being annoying with the fucking probe. Oh, I guess it's not fair. Because I shouldn't micro like that. Okay, never mind. I'll just pull another worker. Pylon scouting. Nice. Stuck in the hellhole of 3.2. Yeah, this MMR is actually tragic because what people do makes no sense. And it's like no matter how many build order guides or anything you watch, really, like it just doesn't explain what the fuck is happening here. It's like good move by him, but I can't micro. SCV scout, start orbital. And then I'll build the command center. And then if you notice, he sent his probe this way. So I would suggest is you could send a marine there. And then put a depot. So sometimes in these scenarios, they might try to take your gas. I would highly suggest, if you can, to do something like this. And then, because they're gonna like, oh, I want to make the best use of this probe, which is like taking your gas. But I'll do something like that. Also, it's okay if you see 3 racks. You don't want to delay. Obviously, this is not ideal, but you don't want to delay everything just because there's a probe in your base. Like, just build that. Put this in here. Put that one back to mine, and then start a bunker. It's okay if my bunker is later as well because I'm playing 3 racks. I already have 3 marines by the time like any adept comes. So, or stalker. So it's not really that much of a problem. Orbital. See, like that, for example. Like my bunker is not done yet because it's late. Oh wait, I can't micro. Fuck. That's not fair. Okay, stop. I'm trying my best. It's just normal for me. Okay. You can't kill one stalker. Yeah, or like try to hold a high ground so he can't see your marines. Stuff like that. bunker, marauder, cycloner tank. Okay, I'm gonna pick depot. Walling off low ground is also really good, by the way. I would suggest that. And then here it's pretty easy to push them away because you have the high ground ramp. Take this. And just build more depots. eBay. And then here, there's like, I don't know. I guess a lot of people don't know this, but you're supposed to save scans right now in case you get DT dropped. So I'm saving scans. That's why I'm not muling. Okay, now with all this, I can go across. I'll go this way. And then we don't rally. Everything that comes out now will go into the bunker, and then just keep building depots. And then at 5 minutes, you can go ahead and drop the mules. And we'll start a factory. Factory. Here I would pull back. So he went Colossus. Since he's going Colossus, we'll play tank. And yeah, just don't commit there. If you see the Colossus, like we already killed the batteries. I stimmed in there because the batteries are very exposed. So I picked off the batteries, but I didn't know what kind of army he had yet. And then when the Colossus came out, it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't attack. Also, there's like 2 little chokes here. It's not actually ideal at all. And yeah, just keep building. Kill that. And then if you notice, I sent 2 Marines to spot. You notice he has no third again, right? So this is kind of the same as the last game. People at this MMR seem to expect 3 racks a ton and not build a third. So now my third is ahead of his. I killed a few batteries and a sentry. The Marauder's slow and hits something. Yeah, if you get concussive shells, the upgrade, it slows down the units. You can build it in your tech lab. And then, yeah, just keep on depots, right? Standard stuff. Take a gas. And then now you can swap D. And like I said, we're going to build tanks this time around. And then once I do the swap, add my extra Raxes. 2 medevacs first. Group Ds. Yeah, just keep building stuff, literally. Okay, we see he's still building Colossus. Question mark? Oh, someone's getting me food. Oh, I forgot to tell them what I wanted. Okay. So we'll take our third. Okay, we'll click on the probe. We know he doesn't have armor. The attack upgrade won't show on the probe, but you can see the armor upgrade, so that's why I still checked it. And then we'll take our third. It looks like he's really ahead of us and he has a lot of workers, but it's just because we had so much stuff there. Oh, SCV wise. And then I still haven't seen his army, so I see he's adding disruptors, and now he doesn't have +1. If you also hover over the armor upgrade, you'll see if the movement speed is yellow, that means the zealot has charge. But he doesn't actually have charge. As you can see there, it wasn't yellow. And then if you can, keep the tanks in a separate hotkey. You can siege them. Still getting supply blocked. So I'm not pressed to build a High Templar. I mean Ghost because I know he's building disruptors over Templar. And then now what you can do, you stem a Marine and check his fourth. And yeah, we're just macroing really hard, right? Of course I'm still getting massively supply cucked. Am I going to micro with a disruptor? I'm not. Okay, so I'm maxed out now, or pretty much maxed out now. So I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I see the observer right here, so I'll go ahead and kill it first. Cool. And actually, because he thinks I'm gonna go that way, I'm actually gonna go the other way. And I'll start my fourth. I'll start my armory and engineering bay. And I don't want to F2, so now everything I build again is gonna stay in my base, where my bunker is. Oh, seems like he didn't move his army anywhere. And then here, the only micro you really need, guys, you don't need to split. Just try to make a concave like this. And then, you know, you can micro back if you want, like to dodge the disruptors. You don't need to split, just micro back. And then here I would go away. Yeah, he's gonna use a super battery. So you don't wanna attack into that. And then Ghost Academy now because we see he has Archon. Now the super battery is done, so you can push into this and you bring the tanks. So yeah. So if we go over that fight, I think the fight is the biggest thing. So the fight here, his observer sees me, right? He also has 1-1, so we both have 1-1. His observer sees me right here. I did get lucky that I noticed it. As my army braced through it, I was like, oh, I saw it. Did I kill it? If it was like here, I think I would have not seen it. And then I made it seem like I was going to go that way. But he didn't even move his army. Oh, now he moves it. Oh, he's looking for me. I don't know. That's so weird. And then, because his army is not here, this is a really wide open space, which is perfect for playing against disruptors. And it's exactly what you want. So I let my army go in all the way. I siege my tanks back here. And then, because I have this nice concave, when the disruptors balls fire, I just stim back. And that's about all the micro you'd want to do there. Of course, because we played 3 racks, we have very Marauder heavy. So despite him having Archons, we still kind of just went through that. But our macro wasn't even that great. A lot of supply blocks, but like I said, it seems like here at this MMR so far that they respect 3 racks pretty heavily. No third, 2 base Colossus kind of thing. So, you know, I killed the Sentry, I killed the 2 batteries, but he's got an Immortal and a Colossus. So there's really, 2 Immortals, I think, actually. No, just 1. So there's really no reason for me to push into there. So it's just better to pull back, and then you save all this stuff, and you killed a Sentry and 2 batteries. And yeah, all the scouting stuff, as you can see, there's a lot of information you can take when you scout against Protoss, or scan against Protoss. I got you, boys. I gotta make sure I'm getting the right thing. You find games in the West? I guess I do. But yeah, apparently I find games on West. Poggers. Whee! Okay, we're moving up, boys. We're moving up in a world. Okay, we've got another Protoss player. Damn, there's so many Protoss players. No wonder you guys are fucking suffering. Jesus Christ. I almost split the other half of the workers. I almost split the other half, but we avoided that successfully. Okay, so take that here, my depot, and then we'll do camera locations. I haven't even been cheesed yet. I know. Getting lucky. What build am I doing this time? I've been doing all the same builds. I've been doing 3x every game. If you guys want me to do another build, I can. Just let me know. Okay, gas. A little bit late. Okay. And then I'll do 17 scout. The more it happens, apparently. It's a mental effect, Artie. Okay, transfer or put our workers on the gas. Easy stuff. Okay, let's see what he's up to here. So the Reaper. No, I'm sorry, Marine, because we're playing 3 racks. So no one base cheese, and he went Nexus before Cyber. You can tell because the Cyber is that orange. And then he hasn't used any chrono boost. So he's just gonna chrono the first unit. Honestly, I'll just patrol this. I want to see if he chronos it. Or if he's gonna keep saving chrono. Okay, he chronos warp gate and the gateway. Another. And then with the scouting SCV, you can build the bunker. You can use it to build the bunker. So that's what I'm gonna do. 2 Marines, and then with this bunker. Whew. And then when the 2 racks is finished again, I'm gonna move this because it's gonna block my gas. We'll start the second gas. Our Marines. Go to the bunker there. Another tech lab. 2 in there. Orbital's done. Start stim. And we'll build a depot now. Like I said, we want a low ground wall. It's very good, so we're gonna do that. Almost no reason not to low ground wall, to be honest. Start combat. Cool. Cool. Should we keep building SCVs? And then here, all you gotta do is raise the bunker. If he shades in, we have a lot of Marines, so we can actually take this fight. And then I would just focus fire if you can. Maybe pull some SCVs. But this is nothing. When you go 3 racks like this stuff doesn't really do too well because you have a lot of Marines. I need to build another supply depot. Oops. I'll save some scans right now. And then factory. He did the parting build with 20 seconds late. Yeah. With that a gateway, because he didn't have the gas yet. This is why we low ground wall, by the way. And then we'll just go across, and then everything that comes out now, we'll just keep it in the bunker. We can drop some mules. Keep building depots. Start +1, right? As soon as the eBay finishes. And yeah, then we just go with this. So low ground wall obviously would have saved us there, because if I didn't low ground wall, the adepts could have shaded past and he would have just... Glaive upgrade? You can tell because the attack is red. Like, I think... I can't tell. No, he doesn't have glaives. It's the little ball laser would be red. And then here you can trade out for the adepts. Yeah, just keep building stuff. Like I said, the biggest piece of advice I can give you guys is just build shit. And then I'll play Widow Mines. Although I think he's gonna play Colossus. So the downside with the build he's doing, if he even did that build, we have to double check. If this is the parting build, because he goes 1 gas into 3 gate adept, his tech is gonna be later. So if he builds Blink now, he has to wait even longer to be able to have Colossus. Like a charge, so it's like, it might be better for him to just go into Colossus and try to get Blink, and then do charge. So that's why it makes, to me, it makes more sense for him to go Colossus as opposed to Gateway into Templar. But any drops? Yeah, I'll do drops. I'll start picking up some of the pace as I get higher in OMR. Right now though, you don't really need to be doing that shit. Like literally so far the highlight has been I've been scouting and I just max out and then I take a fight and then they die. And then here he's building disruptors. This is so funny. If you can, if the disruptor gets in range, like I would target it. And then maybe we're not fighting our batteries, so we can just leave. Where am I from? California. His mom's vagina. That's also true. Okay. Now we reset the disruptor count, so we could go again. And then, like I said, if you want to scan ahead, just make sure you're not going into anything crazy. You can do that. Since he's going disruptors instead of storm, that means I can get +2 instead of ghost. I'm literally not gonna micro, like. Like, maybe you could do, like, I don't know, run away. What's up, Sea Dog? But yeah, just keep doing that. Maybe squeeze in some depots if you can. Maybe you can target fire the disruptor if you want to. But so far, I just have more stuff than him. So I'm supply blocked. Like he's staying in the game because I'm not microing. So he's on copium right now. Oh, here you can target the pylon. And I'm just F2ing because I have all the momentum. Okay, out of everything he could have killed there, he chose the Widow Mines. And he no GG'd. Could you imagine if you lost a game after landing so many Novas? That shit's funny. Sorry. Did I have ladder anxiety when I was a beginner? I didn't, to be honest. When I was a kid, I loved playing Starcraft. So, it didn't matter. Didn't matter. Tilt or non-tilt. Every time I get home from school, open the game, play like 8 hours. Max army fights. What I used to get, I never felt anxious to play the game. I don't have ladder anxiety now. What used to happen to me a lot when I was before was that if the game was really intense, or like there was like a big fight, something like that, I would get like adrenaline rushes. Like my hands would get shaky. Like I would end the game, my hands would be like shaking, cause like it was like super intense and I was like trying really hard to win and like that kind of stuff. I used to get like those like adrenaline rushes. I don't get that anymore. But I remember that being a thing for me. I used to get that a lot. So sometimes what happens is when, and I used to have a sports psychologist and we talked about this, and it's like sometimes you forget to breathe when you're really, really focused on a particular thing. And on top of that, you're also stressed out because you're in an intense situation. So naturally, your heart rate increases as you're not breathing, and then you make it worse for yourself. You start getting anxious. So, and that kind of applies to tournaments as well. Like in a tournament, that's how people get really nervous and really shaky. And sometimes you get so hyped and so focused, and like like you gotta play the perfect build. You gotta play this. You gotta win the series, etc. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, and then sometimes you just forget to breathe. And like not even breathe, but like breathe slowly. Not like quick breaths, but like deep breaths. Just kind of stay calm. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. Oh, we're Diamond 2, boys. Thumbnail. You made it to Diamond 2 and no micro. You just build stuff. Again, like 52. Oh, I played even slower. That's so funny. No wonder he was so angry. Let's see his win rate. Unlucky. Yeah, but it's because my account is 14-0 on 36. Please do. I gotta get it back to GM, man. Let's see, but you can see, right? Like I haven't really used this account at all, and it's just been diamond now. So I gotta get it back to GM. Instant games. You guys are living life. Let me just say that. You guys are living it up. What the fuck is this? Okay, we got a TVT. What do you think about 3-racks opening against Toss? Oh, it's funny. That's the only build we're doing in this series. Personally, I think it's really safe. It's really good. So I give it like 500 thumbs up. You should definitely use it. Have you heard of the Legend of Swoozy? No. 3-6. I mean, I don't really know how a 3-6 player plays. I don't want to play any faster. When we hit Masters, I'll play a little bit faster. Okay, we're getting 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion. Does 3 racks for a well versus 4 gate blink? Yes, it's actually fantastic against 4 gate blink. If you somehow scout that you're playing against 4 gate blink, with 3 racks, instead of getting combat shields, I'd actually get concussive shells first, and it works wonders. And prioritize Marauder count. So no micro till M3. Yeah, I probably won't even micro on M3. I'm just trying to show. Oh, I forgot my gas. I'm just trying to show you guys like how far it's just literally macroing will take you. Because everybody jerks it off, right? Like it's true. If you get coaching from anybody, even me, like I say it all the time. Like, oh, you missed SCV cycles. You weren't building units at this time because you were too busy like trying to drop or some shit like that. Like I say that, or even like I say that too. But it's like, can you actually win without microing and just macroing? I think you can. So now the only thing here is I should have SCV scouted, so that's my mistake. He has to be scouted late for whatever reason, so he's gonna get stuck in here. And if they do get stuck in here, you should always leave them in there. Like you're playing a really standard build. Whatever he's seeing, he was gonna assume either way. It's not big of a deal, and you get a free worker, so now you're an SCV ahead. To opponent's army. Yeah, the scouting is very important. And a scan lasts a good while. You can see a lot. Click on the units, see what's coming out. Check certain upgrades like the charge and stuff. Because for example, in that TVP on Berlingrad, if I saw he had charge and Colossus, I wouldn't have guessed that he was going to build disruptors. This okay? If you're playing 2 gas, technically it's okay. But you could definitely SCV scout. And should. But 2 gas is very safe. Already as an opener, so you may not necessarily need to. But if you play like some really weird shit, then yeah, I might be at a disadvantage at this point. So I don't have any information. Tech lab. Are we 4K yet? What's up, Bibs? Now we're at 36 something now. Yeah, we're Diamond 2. I'm finally out of platinum because of the extra gas going into. Because if he goes charge, Colossus, blink, you get the charge upgrade. You gotta prioritize some ground upgrades. I also think it would be hard for a diamond player to build charge lots and disruptors because then you're just gonna blow up your own shit. So I think they would build Archons first. That's my expert analysis. Okay. So here he's playing Marauder. Oh, okay, that's a mistake, right? So what I would do here is I would build a bunker. Oh, I was gonna send the Reaper across. So in this case now, since I can't do that, I'll just scan. And I see what build he's playing. And then I would suggest if it's coming really fast, just hold your main ramp. Like this. In this case, actually, he only brought the Hellions. There's no medevac. So then you can just fight this. Alright. And then you can cancel that. So things to consider here. My opponent went a Reactor Hellion opener, which means he's going to have less tanks. In fact, when we scanned, we saw that he was still building Reactor Hellion. And that means he's down factory units. So if I have 1 Cyclone and 1 tank already, my opponent at most either has 1 tank or is nearly going to have a tank. Okay. So that means that you're ahead in that regard. He did have a tech lab on this. Oh, what was this? A Banshee. Okay. Yeah, so he had a tech lab on that. I would have guessed a Raven, but he did build a Banshee. And it wasn't researching Cloak, so I may not even have Cloak. And he built 4 more Hellions. So what I'll do here... Once I kill the Banshee, I'll move out now. Oh, okay, okay. No, sir. Not like this. And then I'll start a 3rd. And then I'll take this and I'll go across. And I'll even rally the next tank. You know how people say, like, if you keep making faces, your face will get stuck? If I keep playing like a diamond player, I'm gonna end up a diamond player. Should I micro the Marines? Oh yeah, I should have just killed my own tank. And then... yeah, so because I'm ahead on factory tech, I'm gonna go ahead and push now. That's my cue to push. Because my opponent doesn't have many tanks, we can do something like this, which you might have seen in like a pro game. Yeah, so I saw he has a Raven. So, and then you can just kind of leapfrog this forward, right? And then... or like here. What I would suggest here is you matrix it first, and then you move it into range. And then, yeah, whenever there's downtime, just try to keep up with your macro. I'm not... obviously, I clearly have an advantage, but I'm not being too pushy about it. But I'm still making sure that I'm getting certain upgrades. So matrix the tank, and then the rest of the stuff could be the turrets. And that's it. And then... ideally there, I would have wanted to target fire the Marines. But I'm not microing, I said. Just experience? Oh, there's a line. Look. There's a line right here. Let me click on a tank. I guess from experience as well. So sometimes what I'll do, if his tank is sieged, I'll show this right now. If his tank is sieged, and you click on his tank, it'll show you his tank's range. So if I click on this tank, you can actually see the range of his tank. So then I'll put it at the edge here, and then that, if I put it my tank right here, then I can hit his. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so if we scouted, we may have seen this happening ahead of time, but the Hellion thing. He played faster than me. So he did a 1 racks expand build, actually. Where'd my hair part go? I didn't do my hair. It's on this side. No, it's on this side. And I also have a lot of hair. I'm not faded up right now. I need to shave another one in. Yeah. Was he trying to do Hellion run? So I think he wanted to do... I don't know what... actually, I thought... so when I first saw this, I thought he was going to go Concussive Shell Marauder drop with the Hellion. Which is why I built the bunker. Because I think you need a bunker to hold that. But he just did the Hellions. I was like, alright. So, and then he built more Hellions afterwards, which is bad in my opinion. Yeah, like, me seeing this. Oh, 8 gift Protoss. Gifting out subs, let's go. Holy fuck. 8 tier 1s, let's go. Shout out to gifted subs, thank you. Horseburger Pog. Fuck Protoss. Calling him dad. If it was a drop, you also needed army and main on top of the bunker and the nap. So I would put the bunker here, and then put my army here. Fuck Protoss. And then this is not because I think he's gonna drop my main. This is because he's gonna drop on the bunker. And if I'm up here, then the Hellions can't come up here. Only fuck the Marauders Protoss. Could. Poggers. But so that's what. And I put myself up here because my bunker wasn't ready yet. So if my bunker is not ready yet and he comes in, I'm kind of fucked, right? Because I'm sitting here and the bunker's not even done. But if I wait up here, I'm safer and I'll just lose these SCVs, but I won't lose my army and I'll stay in the game. Wait, does that mean I have 130 now, right? Fuck. Wait, I can't do math. Someone help! Oh, I have 125. Almost there though. Thank you. What do you mean by only the Marauders could come up? Like the Hellions can't get past the wall, and he can only if he has a medevac, only the medevac with the Marauders could go into my base. Poggers, 125 subs. We're almost there, boys. Ownage on the sub count. And then yeah, but like I said, we knew that he wasn't. We knew that he wasn't playing or that he was gonna have no tanks. And we already have a tank and a cyclone and a tank, so that's where my advantage comes in. Because you can see we're still even on workers. But I can push across like this, and I can be aggressive now because he only has one tank and one Raven, and he went straight into bio, no reactor Vikings or anything. So that one came down to scouting. Poggers, we're almost 3-7, boys. Almost 3-7. Huge on the subs. Let's go. Is there a specific time I should scout and scan? Not necessarily. Also, this is bothering the fuck out of me. Hold on. Not necessarily. So it's more so like if I was gonna dive. So originally I was gonna dive with the Reaper in, the one that I had left over, but he killed it. So, and I don't know what he's playing. So at that point, my Reaper's dead, so I can't get any more information from that, and I still haven't seen anything at all. So I need to scan. So at like 4 to 5 minutes is a good time to scan. To see that kind of stuff. I was gonna move this. There you go. That's better. Oh, I don't have my stream labels open. Diamond League, yeah, we're living it up. 4-minute mark, and you should see the general tech in any matchup. Yeah, I would agree with that, for the most part. Poggers, so many subs. Oh! Okay, I got Cazador. TBT. Very informative. I'm happy to hear that. I'll be uploading all this to YouTube as well. So exclamation mark YouTube if you want to sub to my YouTube. Thank you. Upload these nuts to YouTube. I'll upload these nuts to YouTube. Also exclamation mark coaching if you're interested in some coacharoos. Subs too, right? Yeah, I'm gonna post all the replays. I'm making a big file, but I'm gonna separate it like Diamond Masters. If you guys want, I can separate the MMRs, like Diamond 2, Diamond 3, or like Diamond 3, Diamond 2, Diamond 1, or something like that, like the tiers. If you guys want that. Replays, bog. But yeah, subs are gonna get their replays. He's opening the stream. He knows. Boom, boom. Just lo-fi music is a resident sleeper, but I'm not trying to get this copyrighted. Because in the off chance that this video gets monetized, I'm gonna make $0. I'm gonna be in immense pain. Okay, I guess I'll micro my workers. You should go 100% effort. If I realize that they're even sniping me, I can. I don't... There was like one guy who I was kind of suspicious of, but then people were telling me that at most he was Masters, and I like obliterated him. And I was like, fuck, maybe you guys are right. You never wait, but just start the game immediately? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. For future reference, I'll do that next time. Thank you. Okay, gonna go SCV Scout. Whenever I pause, my opponent always respects it. You're living in a simulation. Shit talk them. Diamond is living it up. Actually, Diamond has some pretty crazy VM. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen like Masters too. Like, okay, so this guy's playing Rax Expand. So it's kind of the same as the last guy did. So I can do the same build. Let me know what you guys want to do. So normally against people who play this kind of like greedier build, I'll go tank drop as a reaction. If you guys want, I can do tank drop, or you want me to just stay doing the same build? Go nukes? No. No, Fingo. Same build? Okay. Definitely tank drop. Tank drop next time. Yeah, I can tank drop next time. Battle of the gamers. I'll show both. Okay, I'll show both scenarios. I'll show what you can do with this build. Oh yeah, I do, but I forgot. I was too busy reading Twitch chat. When they Reaper expand? Yeah, tank drop is pretty good if they Reaper expand. Oh, he actually built 2 Reapers. So this is actually unusual. Normally you're not supposed to do this. When you go expand. So I'm gonna go across now. So normally when you go expand, you build a Reaper and some Marines. And then a Hellion and a bunker. But he didn't do that. So now I'm curious as to what he did. He might be going Cyclone. Also, we can take this gas. Dumbass. Okay, so you can see why what he did is bad. So let me explain. This is what he did was very, very greedy, but let me explain why. He went expand. Actually, if I had gone tank drop, this might not have been as straightforward. Nah, it would have been. He doesn't have a starport. He sends his 2 Reapers across the map, right? If you build 2 Reapers with this opener, I think your factory gets delayed. If you build them right, one after the other. But he went 2 gas. He delays the second depot. So he instant starts the Reaper, but then he builds a second depot because he's gonna get supply blocked, which means he can't even afford the factory either way, and he's gonna float gas. Okay. Now he builds the factory, but there was no point of building the second gas because he was gonna have the gas either way because he was this build order is not efficient. And then we went we went 3 Reaper, 2 Hellion. And so what you're supposed to do with this build is you go 1 Reaper into 2 Marines and you build a bunker here. You build a bunker there, you put a Marine in there, and then up here for the cliff you'd put the other Marine and the Reaper. And then that's how you defend them from jumping up here or deter them from going back here this way. No, it would be before the before the reactor, sorry. So it'd be a Reaper, 2 Marines, and then reactor. Yeah, exactly. In this case, he goes 2 Reapers into reactor. So at this point, he's not building any units. He has only 2 Reapers, and he decides to send them across the map, which is absolutely stupid because it's the only thing you have. And to be fair though, I will say this I did know that because he went expand build and he did this that he wasn't gonna have any units because you're not supposed to build 2 Reapers. So to be fair, if you didn't know that, you might not go across. But I think if you kill 2 Reapers early in the TVT, like one of the first things you do is go across. So do you make more Marine like 3 or 4 if you scout the air double gas? I've seen some people build 3. I've actually seen Hero Marine build 3. I would say that building 3 is safer. And it's probably better for people who no matter what will just send their Reapers and Hellions behind your base.
Fuck Proton.
Flip a flapjack with a resub. Thank you, buddy.
Vindic 1 pushin' P.
Poggers. I like that. But yeah, this build is obviously very greedy. I think he was gonna play mech. He just didn't have any units because he threw his only 2 Reapers. And in TVT, that's pretty important. Like if anybody ever throws away some really important early game units, don't be afraid to go across the map. You don't need to kill them. You're not trying to like do anything crazy. Like if it turns out he has some stuff and you can't kill him, that's fine. You still got some free stuff. But in this case, like he had no bunker and no units. Like why was I not gonna do that? Why did I say I might have gone mech? No starport. I think he was gonna build 2 factories, reactor Hellions. No tech lab on the racks. That'd be my guess. He's gonna play mech. He was gonna play mech and he was gonna stay on 2 bases with the 3rd command center and just turtle. 4th command center, also a possibility with this trash open.